Everyone, I'm Diane G. I'm an Akashic Records reader and an emotional energy healer, and this is Soul Cloud. So, if it's your first time here, welcome. Soul Cloud is a show where we talk about spiritual concepts or topics or ideas. And then afterwards, during the second part of the show, we do Akashic Records readings or energy clearings. And today, the hashtag or the keyword for that, for you to enter the draw to for the readings is hashtag soul. So if you're interested in getting a mini Akashic Records reading or energy clearing, again the keyword is hashtag soul. I just want to say hi to the people who are here in the chat. Hello, people. Hi, Mary Black, Tiffany Teasdale, Annie Bear. Hi, hi Cheryl. Hi Pamela, Bora Bora, Angela, Barbara. Oh, hello, Tinkerbell. Hello, John Timoteo. Hello, Ralph. Hi, Sonia. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So, hold on, where is that? Our topic for today is, as you can see in the thumbnail, or as you have seen in the thumbnail, it's the most important lifetime. So, that's what we will talk about today. And maybe you can sit on that question for a little bit. What is my most important lifetime? Because when we hear that phrase, most of us immediately start searching backward through our past experiences. Was it that lifetime where I was powerful, where like I was a mayor, or I was a queen, or I was a king? Or was it when I was really wealthy? Or was it when I was really poor and suffering and hungry? Come to think of it, have you ever thought about this question before? Or maybe it's when I was very enlightened and everything kind of made sense. Like, I knew my purpose. I knew why I'm here. I knew what I was doing. Is it that? Is that the most powerful lifetime? What is the most powerful lifetime for you? Because I think most of the people who are watching the live have already gotten their mini readings before. You've known about your past lives, or at least some of them. So, what is the most important lifetime? So, so many spiritual conversations focus on what used to be, and there are benefits to that. There are benefits to looking back in the past and being curious about who we used to be. But whenever I ask spirit, like, what is the most important lifetime? They kind of throw a question back or two at me. And the question is, why are you here now? What is your purpose right now? And then I realized that what actually makes a lifetime important, not from our perspective or from the ego's perspective as humans, it's not what we think or what we normally think. Like, it's not power, it's not wealth, it's not where I was most spiritually enlightened, or it's not from nostalgia, but from a soul's point of view. It's the lifetime where awareness is possible and where our choice and free will matters. So the most important lifetime is actually in the here and now. It's funny because a few days ago, Linda and I did a live and Into the Ether. And this was something that we talked about as well in the chat, or someone in the chat mentioned it, and she's here right now. Hi, Dr. Pam. And I posted a short that says spoiler alert. And it's not exactly a spoiler for the book only. It's a spoiler for this episode as well, because it's in the here and now. We search our past lives for things that we actually have right now. Everything we need is in the here and now. And the most important lifetime is in the here and now. Yes. I love that you said that, Dr. Pam. My search for the past life and perhaps future lifetimes is to help make this one better. Yes. Because when you heard me say that this is the most important lifetime, you might be thinking, so what the heck is the point of having Akashic readings and learning about your past lives? Those are tools. that we can use. Like our experiences in the past, they help us understand why we are the way we are right now and how to navigate the now. But it doesn't mean that they're more important because we don't have control over them anymore. They're done. We've already lived those lifetimes. So what we can really control is the here and now. So from the soul's perspective, the here and now, your present lifetime is the most important lifetime. So I hope that helps. This is a short topic, but I think it's very important. From time to time, I get some questions like, was I this king or this queen or this very high profile person in the past? And I get that we are curious about our past lives, the lives that we lived, but most of us really just lived simple lifetimes, and they are still important lifetimes, you know? It's not the power, it's not the wealth that makes a lifetime important. It's not how the soul sees it. The here and now is also as important, and it's the most important again, because it's this one that we can shape because we are here right now. Yeah. Most important, I don't say it's the best lifetime, but it's important in the sense that this is the one we are living right now. And this is the one that we can shape and control, or we have control over. This is something that's also talked about in psychology, that when we think about the past too often, like we can be filled with guilt, regrets, and when we look too much forward in the future, we might feel anxious. So it's important to stay in the present and stay in the here and now. But again, it still is important to look back in the past from time to time, not so we can live there or bask in the glory of our past lifetimes, but to use it, for example, for healing. One of them is for healing, and the other is to understand yourself. Like when I had my earlier readings about past lifetimes, I realized, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I was the way I am. I thought I was just born this way. But it actually ties up to a past lifetime. Like, for example, I had issues with self worth and betrayals. So I didn't realize that those things were tied up to past lifetimes as well. Yes, I've experienced them in the present. I think I've set it up, my soul set it up that way so that those wounds may be triggered so that I can heal them in this past lifetime. So, in that sense, it is still important to look back in the past. But yeah, it's not something that we have control over. So it's important to look in the present and treasure the present. So I want to say hello to people before we go into the readings who just came in. Hi. Hi, Gary for Grace. Hi, Erin O'Nugent. Hi, Barbara Crossfield. Hi, Irene. Okay. Irene says, years ago, I really got into my past life experiences, and my guides told me to stand back and put my energy into this lifetime. Yeah. We just use our past life experiences to heal and to understand ourselves better so we can live in the present without any baggage holding us that are from the past. So I hope that makes sense. Hi, Brina. Hi, Angela. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Gary for Grace. Hi, Cayenne54. Pamela is asking, what about our contracts from the past? Does that matter too much from the work we do, or just understand how it's impacting us now? There are some soul contracts that are still carried over from another lifetime. So when we do that, the Akashic Records clearings or soul contract clearings are actually very useful. It's something that I do in private sessions. So if you're watching this and you think you have past life vows, contracts that are still holding you back, and you'd like to address them, and clear them, yeah, I'm available for private readings. My details are in the description below, or in the video description. But we can clear those contracts. Yes. And also, there are contracts that we can't clear, and those are contracts that are still serving us or are still serving their purpose. So those contracts, it helps us, or it would help us to understand what's the nature of those contracts. What am I supposed to learn from those contracts? Why I even contracted it in the first place? Yeah. So it helps us navigate how to live in the present moment. Hi, Oldwind Walker. Hello, Lily. Hi, Callie. How can you know when a soul contract has ended? It depends on what kind of soul contract. If it's from a person, because we do have soul contracts that we contracted with ourselves. Like, for example, I'm going to live, or I vowed, or I said a vow of poverty. So during that time when you have that soul contract, you might reject riches, or you might think being wealthy or money is evil, and you stay away from them, and you live a very poverty filled life, or you just don't know what you're doing wrong. There are sometimes when it's like that, where you don't know what you're doing wrong, and you're very hardworking, but nothing kind of works out. It's because you've had that whole contract of poverty. We know that it has ended when things come in. I mean, when money comes in, when wealth comes in, not only money, but I mean wealth and abundance comes in. But it depends on what contract in general. For people, sometimes when a soul contract between people and you have no interest with that person anymore, especially when they're like love contracts. You have no interest, you don't have any urge to contact them anymore, and they to you. I hope that makes sense. Hi, Crystal. So, the hashtag for today, if you'd like to enter the draw for a reading, is hashtag soul. Also, we've done an episode on soul contracts before. It's in the playlist of Soul Cloud, so you can check the channel out, check the playlist out to see more discussion about soul contracts. Okay, so I'm just going to read the opening prayer before we go into the readings and energy clearings. So let's take a deep breath, everyone. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in this sacred space, and all objects in this sacred space for the highest good of this group, consisting of myself, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All other energies must leave now. All other it is. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now open. I love this space. Gary for Grace has a question. How is our spirit guide assigned to us and by whom our guides have given levels of power? Thank you. Have we done? I don't recall if we've done an episode on spirit guides. Maybe we will in the future because this is a very loaded question, Gary for Grace. So we will answer it at a separate episode. If I haven't done spirit guides yet, I think I've done spirit groups. Oh, we did. I think we did spirit guides before, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even recall my own episodes. Hello, Ace Ace. Hi, Kim Princess. So again, the keyword for today is hashtag soul. Boop. And we will draw for people. I'm going to draw for 3 initially. Wait. There we go. When your name is called, please type in your question. Ralph's Universe, congratulations, and please type in your question. Angela Hunter, congratulations, and please type in your question. Last for this round. Lily. Lily, congratulations, and please type in your question. Lily 00012. There we go. Okay, I have your question, Ralph. So we're waiting for Angela Hunter's question and Lily's question. It's Star Wars now, huh? Last time it was Disney. I just read your question, Ralph, and I got a hit. I already got a hit, so I'm going to read for you while we're waiting for Angela and for Lily to type their questions. Okay, I got your question, Angela. Is there a reason why I am so drawn to black cats and why most cats are drawn to me? Um, Initially, when I read your question and while I was starring it, I heard Pleiadian. So I asked, what does that mean? Did Ralph have a Pleiadian lifetime? And I'm getting a yes on this. Most Pleiadian starseeds, babies and animals are drawn to us. So it has something to do with your Pleiadian lifetime. So I'm just going to check. Why are cats? So I'm getting, it's not just black cats. It's cats and animals. You're like a cat collective. It's the first time I'm hearing several cats just saying, we are drawn to his light and his kindness. He's very kind to animals. And energetically, we see that. We feel that. In his presence, we feel safe. for several lifetimes. He has been consistent with that. Okay, well, how is it related to his Pleiadian lifetime? It's not the lifetime itself, but the energy he exudes. It's the kindness in his heart that we are drawn to. We know that when we approach him, he wouldn't hurt us. End of transmission. That's the like cat collective's answer. It wasn't the Akashic records, but it feels like a collective of cats were talking to me. It's your kindness that draws them in, Ralph. So I hope that helps, and thank you so much for letting me read for you, Ralph. Really? There is? Is there a heart shape? I know I have like a widow's peak here, widow's peak. But I don't know about the heart. Is it this one? That will be pretty awesome. Thank you for letting me know about that, Cayenne. Oh, you're very welcome, Ralph. And thank you for letting me read for you. It was such a pleasure to connect with the cats. I didn't even know they had a collective. They're very light. It feels very light energetically in connecting with them. Okay. Next, we have Angela Hunter. What else do I need to learn in this lifetime from my relationship with Moses? Okay. Guys, do you want me to draw a card for this? When you said, when I read the word Moses, the first word that popped in my mind, Angela, is son. If they're not your son in this lifetime, this was a son in a past lifetime. What soul lesson are they meant to learn? Or did they plan to learn together, masters? Um, this one? Okay. Angela says he's my ex in this lifetime. We have a son and two daughters. And the card that I pulled for you, the soul lesson that you're learning together, is guilt. Or at least you're learning this through him. Okay, can you show me the past lifetime where Moses or Angela was the son? Was Angela the son in that lifetime? Or was Angela the father? Okay. I was seeing a past lifetime where you were father and son. And you were the father in that lifetime. And in that lifetime, you had to work. It was in a very icy place. And you had to leave your wife and son to go out fishing. Because that's how you survived and how you worked. It feels like in the Northern America. I can't see the time period, but it's a very long time ago. And in the past, you dealt with the guilt of leaving them and not spending time with them. Where was the guilt coming from specifically? How does it tie up to this lifetime? I'm hearing I'm not enough. There was some sort of guilt in this lifetime where one of you felt like they were not enough, like what they're doing was not enough because they needed to spend time away. I don't know if that makes sense, Angela. But part of your soul lesson in this lifetime is letting that guilt go and recognizing that in both lifetimes, you were both doing your best in the way that you know. I am hearing it feels like I'm not enough, but I am doing my best. So please keep in mind that you are doing your best. If this is you, Angela, or whether it's him, but the soul lesson that you're still learning is letting go of that guilt and knowing that even if you've made mistakes, because as humans we make mistakes and we will make mistakes, is knowing that in that moment where I made the mistake that I feel guilty for, that I was doing my best with the knowledge that I have, with the time that I have. So I hope that helps, Angela. So again, soul lesson is guilt. So thank you so much. And oh, Angela says, well, that helps explain in part perhaps why I gave and kept giving him so many second, third, fourth chances. Yes, that was and is my motto, doing my best. Thank you so much, Angela, for letting us know that. So next up, we have Lily. Hold on. Lily is asking, I'd like to know what's the most important lifetime for me right now. No, um, during the discussion, we clarified that the most important lifetime is your lifetime right now. So I am going to ask what lifetime is affecting your present lifetime the most. I just realized that I forgot to turn this on. Better late than never. Okay. What past lifetime is affecting Lily the most in this present lifetime? Is Lily the baby? Okay, and show me where Lily was. Is she the mother? Okay. What happened with the baby, please? Can you give me more context where this was? Finland? Okay. I'm seeing a mother and a baby, Lily, and you were the mother in the lifetime that they're showing me. They're telling me this was in Finland, and you were the mother in this mother and son duo. I'm seeing you just playing with the baby with bubbles. There were very or bubbles or balls. Okay, how is this important to Lily's lifetime now? It's the nurturing aspect of Lily that shines through from that lifetime to this one. It's the mother instinct in her that allowed her to care deeply for people in this lifetime. Okay, how is this lifetime or how is that lifetime affecting this one? You care so much about other people. That's what they told me. She cares so much. I think with children as well, Lily, because they keep showing me the baby. And in that lifetime that they're showing me, in the past lifetime, this baby was your world. Like, I'm not seeing an involvement from a husband. It was mostly you taking care of the baby. And you showered him with so much love. And from that lifetime, you learned how it is to, or how it feels to unconditionally love someone. So it's something that you brought forward to this lifetime. Because when you see someone, you kind of imagine them as babies. Like how subconsciously, or from a higher dimensional perspective, you might be thinking, or you might feel like, what did this person go through to be like this? You're very compassionate. You built compassion from this lifetime, or from that lifetime that they're showing me. But that is the soul gift that the Akashic Records masters are bringing forward for you to notice. It's your nurturing nature. I hope that helps, Lily. And thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Oh, hi, Kelly. Kelly Healer is in the house. Hi. Hi, Venus, if I haven't said hi to you. Erin says, oh, I like your earrings. Thank you so much. I made them. I made them from crystals. Okay, we're done with three. So I'm going to draw for another set. I'll draw for four this time. Ping. Iron Fire Horse. Irene, congratulations. And please type in your question. Violets for Roses. Stephanie, congratulations. And please type in your question. John Timoteo, congratulations, and please type in your question. And last for this round, Mary Black, congratulations, and please type in your question. Oh, I kind of like the music as well. Mangled Unicorn, because it stops when I've drawn like four or three. It's the perfect timing. Oh, Lily is saying, oh wow, I was actually going to ask you about family because I do feel I care so much. But if I get hurt by adults, I realize they are wounded kids all the time. Yeah, that's what they were showing me. That's what the Akashic Records masters were showing me. You kind of give them the benefit of the doubt, kind of, because you see the child in them. because of your past life experience. And she also says, also a single mother in this lifetime. Whoa. Thank you so much for that feedback. That helps a lot. My sled dogs are nearly to the finish line kind of music. Yeah. So again, that's Irene, Stephanie, John Timoteo, and Mary Black. Okay, I have your question, Mary, and an energy clearing for John Timoteo. Okay, got you. So one, two, three. Who else are we missing? We are still missing the question from Irene, Iron Fire Horse. So while we're waiting, Stephanie is asking, may I please know about a past life that still affects this lifetime? Okay. Okay, Cash Records Masters. Metatron, could you please show me a past lifetime, Stephanie, that's still affecting her in this lifetime? Is this a lifetime on Earth? Okay. Where is this? Is this in Sirius? Okay, A or B? B. Okay, can you show me what happened? Why it's still affecting? Was it? Is it groundwork? So I'm seeing a being from Sirius B. Stephanie, this was your past lifetime in Sirius. I'm feeling more of a male energy from them. So you were male in this lifetime or in the Syrian lifetime. How is this affecting Stephanie Masters? Was she learning from an ascended master during that past lifetime? Or working with them more, most likely? Is that how Stephanie came here on Earth? Okay, can you show me or let me feel the ascended master's energy? Was it Merlin? So, Stephanie, what I was feeling during that lifetime, you were with another Syrian being who is an ascended master in their Syrian form. When I asked who was this ascended master, I felt Merlin. I heard Merlin. That was Merlin. So you were working with Merlin in that lifetime. He was teaching you magic in the form of alchemy. And it is affecting you in this lifetime because you are still an alchemist, although not in the magical sense, but in creating things. One of your soul missions and purposes in this lifetime is to create things and be creative and bring forth new things that the world has not seen before. Your imagination is very powerful. Are you Master Merlin? Are you Master Merlin? Okay. Oh, Master Merlin popped in. He's saying your imagination is very powerful. Do not underestimate yourself. If it's something that you can imagine, it's something that is possible. I'm seeing writing. Continue writing or drawing. Is it drawing, Merlin? Continue drawing. It's how you transform energy, and that is your power. So I hope that helps, Stephanie. I think Master Merlin is one of your spirit guides in this lifetime or in your present lifetime. Yeah, and I'm getting a yes on this. Is Master Merlin Stephanie's spirit guide in this lifetime, in this present lifetime? And I'm getting a yes on this. So that's how it's affecting your lifetime. Who's saying it's too strong? I find myself daydreaming too much and thinking of everything possible. In your past lifetime as a Syrian, you learned about alchemy and how to make things. So it is kind of flowing through this lifetime as well. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for letting me read for you. Hi, Janet. Hi, Stacy Marie Norton. Okay, I got your question, Iron Fire Horse. So next we have John Timoteo's question, who is asking, could use an energy clearing. Feel like I'm getting static in my vibrations. Okay. What clearing would be most beneficial for John Timoteo today? Archangel Raphael. Is it with auras? Just his aura. Okay, are there any does she need a clearing? Or are there holes? Are there any tears? Okay, just holes. Show me, please. Is that his left side? Left side on this part. Anything else you want me to check? It's just one, right? One. Okay. So, John, I understand why you're getting static in your vibrations. There is a hole in your aura that your spirit guides are putting my attention to. It's on your left side around this part. I'm going to check if there's anything else. No, that's what they're bringing my attention to. So, is this something that you want closed? Please type in yes in the chat. If not, type in no. A good night, Venus. Thank you so much for dropping by. You're having a watching show again. Okay, I got you, John. This one. I call in Archangel Raphael. Please close the hole in John Timoteo's aura for his highest good, the highest beautiful, the most benevolent outcome. It's done. The hole is closed, but I was asking Archangel Raphael what caused it, and he said self doubt. The reason why it's in the upper part of your body, around this area, is because it comes from your thoughts, your self doubts. And I'm hearing from your spirit guides, trust yourself. You have the ability to do what you put your mind into and you set your heart to. I'm just asking who was speaking because she feels like also an ascended master who's your spirit guide. She's female. She's Master Mary Magdalene. So she's your spirit guide currently. And that's her message for you, John. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much for letting me do this clearing for you. Oh, thank you so much, Angela, for posting that. Yes, I am available for private readings. My email is here and in the description. Next up, we have Irene. Any past life that is affecting me now that can help. Okay. Akashic Records Masters, Metatron, could you show me a past lifetime of Irene that is affecting the present? Was this a Greek lifetime? I'm seeing a sea, and I asked where it was, somewhere in Greece, and I'm seeing a ship and a man who's like pointing. So was he the captain of the ship, or like a helmsman? More like a helmsman. Okay, you're like the helmsman of that ship. Was it during war? Or like an expedition? Just an expedition. 12th century Greece. Okay. They said it was during the 12th century in Greece, and you were trying to navigate or look for new places. That's why you set sail. How is this affecting Iron Fire Horse? I feel very restless energy from that past lifetime, Iron Fire Horse. And the Akashic Records masters are saying he kept looking for things because he felt restless. But what's ironic is that he felt the most at home when he was sitting still inside his own quarters and doing nothing. He wasn't directing people. He wasn't trying to find something new. It was when he went within that he found the most peace. So that is a message from the masters, who's letting you know that whenever you feel restless, you can go in. Because whatever you're looking for, it's all within you. I hope that helps, Iron Fire Horse. Iron Fire Horse says, sounds like me now, yeah. I think in the restless part, whenever you feel restless, your instinct is to look outward. But the masters are letting you know you don't need to. When you feel restless, you can go within and connect with your own self. And that's when you will most feel at peace. This sounds like that spoiler alert I posted again on shorts. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, Irene. So next up we have Mary Black, who is asking, any lifetime with my husband currently. Thank you so much. Okay. That's actually very brave of you, Mary, to ask. Because when we have our soul family, our husbands, our wives, our children, they usually are with us for many lifetimes before, but they played a different role. And sometimes people think it's iffy that you're married to like your son before or your brother or your sister before, but yeah, it's been many years, and it's a soul connection that transcends the relationship that you have right now. So I'm going to check what kind of past lifetime you've shared with your husband. Okay, was this in Egypt? I'm seeing an Egyptian lifetime, Mary. And this was during the early part of Egypt because I'm not seeing it as a desert. I'm seeing the pyramids, but there are lush vegetation everywhere. And you and your husband you were like watering plants together. You would get them from a river. You would get the water from a river and then you would walk. I'm seeing a male and a female with their husband and wife then as well, or brother and sister. Which one is Mary? The older brother was Mary, and the younger sister. Okay. You were the older brother in that lifetime, Mary, and your husband currently was your sister back then. Okay, can you show me their dynamic? Your sister then, or your husband right now, feels very timid to me. She would follow you around because you were teaching him how to take care of plants. I'm seeing you were like in your 12 or 13 teen years, early teen years, and your sister back then was around 7 or 8 years old. And you were teaching her how to be like responsible with watering plants because that was your responsibility in that previous lifetime to water the plants and make sure these were ornamental plants, just to make sure that they watered daily. But you enjoyed those walks with your sister back then. You felt like guiding her was your part of your purpose in that previous lifetime. And you doted on her. Okay, how is that lifetime significant in this one? Did you used to take walks with your husband, Mary? Because I'm hearing it's the walks and the conversations that they shared in that previous lifetime that also connects with this one. Because it wasn't a very short walk from the river to where you were watering the plants. So you spent a lot of time walking together and talking with each other. That's why you felt very close with your sister back then, or your husband. But yeah, that's why it's important, and that's the lifetime that they're bringing up. It's the conversations and the walk that you treasured. So I hope that helps, Mary. And thank you so much for letting me read for you. Oh, okay. Mary says he used to walk with me and not so much now. Yeah, it's something that your relationship had in the past as well. You walking together and talking during those walks. But I saw that your sister was kind of timid in that lifetime, or your husband was very timid in that lifetime. So you were the one who was leading her in terms of those conversations and those walks. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much again for letting me read for you. Okie dokie. So it's time for us. We're at the top of the hour, but I still got time. So I'll draw for three more people. If you haven't done it yet, please type in hashtag soul to enter the draw. Again, it's hashtag soul. Old Wind Walker, congratulations and please type in your question. Hello, Maitreyi, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. Old Wind Walker, please type in your question. Mona Le Seraphim, congratulations and please type in your question. Last for this round is Tinkerbell. Congratulations, Tinkerbell, and please type in your question. See, the music stops after drawing 3 or 4. I love that. Yes, thank you so much, Bora Bora. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like this video. And if you don't like this video, please hit the thumbs up. There's only one option. Just kidding. Oh, no worries, Stacy. Again, that's Old Wind Walker, Mona Le Seraphim, and Tinkerbell. Okay. Let's start with Old Wind Walker, who is asking, did I have a life as a Medici or in the lost city of Ur? If not, have I ever been male or have had a life as a spirit? If none of these are important lifetime for me now. Okay. I'm not very sure about your question if you've had a life as a spirit. I mean, all of us have spirits or have souls. So I'm going to ask if you've been. This one. Did Old Wind Walker have a past life as a Medici? I'm getting a yes on this. Did Old Wind Walker live in the lost city of Ur? I'm getting a no on Ur. But somewhere similar. I'm getting it was somewhere similar, but not exactly in Ur or in Ur. I don't know how exactly that's pronounced, but I was hearing Ur. Okay, so I'm going to check your past lifetime as the Medici. I'm not very familiar with who that was, but I'm getting a yes, so I'm going to dive in and see what we got. Is this an Italian family? Because I am seeing Italy. And I'm seeing someone who's dressed very intricately. Like the robes that I'm seeing are very beautiful. Is this Old Wind Walker that you're showing me? Okay, what was his role in that past lifetime as the Medici? A teacher. but male. Okay. Teaching science or religion. So, religion, mathematics, or arithmetic. Oh, okay. I was seeing someone who's intricately dressed or very beautifully dressed. Um, but they were showing me you teaching a little boy. So you were a teacher in your lifetime as a Medici or as a de Medici. That kind of sounds Medici. You were of the clan or of the family, and your role was to teach mathematics to the male, to the male boys. Okay, what was Old Windwalker supposed to learn from that lesson or from that lifetime? Excuse me. Something to do with his solar plexus. You've had many struggles. You were rich in that lifetime, but you were having many struggles when in terms of your power. You didn't feel very confident. So you kind of took on riches to compensate for that. So that was the struggle that you had in that lifetime. You were trying to close a hole that you were feeling in your heart or in your solar plexus rather. If since you felt powerless, you took on riches and you adorned yourself with very beautiful clothes to compensate for that kind of lack or lack of self-confidence. So what was the lesson? The lesson in that lifetime that you had is that power, even if you gather power or riches, it does not close the hole. It doesn't fill the gap. Okay, what else did Old Walker learn from that lifetime that would benefit them today? Also, during that lifetime, punishment was it was common. Since you were like a teacher and you were teaching small boys, if they made a mistake, it was customary to like hit them on their hands, is what they were showing me, if they made a mistake. You also realize that punishment does not make one smart. Punishment will not make a person smart. It will only make them resent their teacher. So was something that you realized, so you didn't often do it. So that's what they were showing me. So if in this lifetime you don't approve of punishment, it's the reason why, or corporal punishment and hitting a child. Because again, you taught mathematics, and some of them weren't very smart or up to your standards during that time. So that's what teachers did in that lifetime. So I hope that helps, and I hope the confirmation helps, Old Windwalker. And thank you for letting me read for you. Okay, I have your question, Mona. So we're still waiting for Tinkerbell. Mona is asking, Are any of the ascended masters one or more of my spirit guides in this lifetime? And what is the spiritual gift I am to develop? I asked about your spirit guides and I heard more. So is there more than one? I'm getting a yes on this. There's more than one ascended master who is your spirit guide in this lifetime. I'm going to ask, like, what spiritual gift are they helping you with? Or a specific guide is helping you with? Is it with plants? I'm being shown like you sort of doing gardening and you taking like a plant on your hands. Nurture. I am hearing nurture. Okay, this spirit guide or this ascended master is helping you see the magic in the simplest things and appreciating life. I'm feeling a male energy from the ascended master. Do I know your name? I'm hearing Buddha. It's which kind of makes sense because I keep hearing simplicity. There's beauty in simplicity. That's what he's helping you out with to see and realize, to see the beauty in the simple things. And the image that I'm getting is that you just lifting a small piece of plant and marveling at every part of that plant, from the roots to the leaves, which is most often something that we ignore when we take walks because they're everywhere. Like grass is just grass when we don't see it. But when we actually see it in its essence, we see the marvel of life. How does the small grass take nutrients from the soil? How can it do that? That's pretty marvelous. That's marvelous if you think about it. We often don't think about these things. So I think Buddha is inviting you to stop and notice the beauty in the simplest things. So I hope that helps, Mona. And thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Oh, so that's why I was wondering about the metaphor, why he was showing me plants. Mona Leserafim is saying, I am a huge gardener, grow food, my local food bank, but I'm growing in my apothecary skills, hoping that was in the vicinity. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. I'm not seeing a question from Tinkerbell. Is Tinkerbell still here? If not, I'll draw for one more person. Okay. I don't think Tinkerbell is here. So, uh, my Trey, if you have entered the hashtag, then you're in for the draw. Fingers crossed. We choose the questions here randomly. Red Dragon. Kim B, congratulations, and please type in your question. Is Kim still here? Red Dragon Kim, please type in your question. So while we're waiting for Kim, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. If you're lurking or you just came across this video or this live, I do this every week on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern. And we talk about different topics every week. And there is a surprise for people 3 weeks from now. I'm not seeing Kim Red Dragon either. So let's draw for another person. Where is it? Kinda. Pamela J. Pinto. Congratulations, Pam, and please type in your question. Okay. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Sue Helen. So we're waiting for either Kim or Pamela Anderson. Oh, no, sorry, not Pamela Anderson, but Pamela Pinto. Dr. Pam. Oh, here's Kim. Okay, let's read for Kim and wait for Dr. Pam. Pamela J. Pinto. Surprise me. Okay. You like Okay. Since you want to be surprised, usually this question is very surprising even for me. So what soul truth is Kim ready to remember, Masters? What soul truth is Kim ready to remember? I'm hearing the word compassion. In your past lifetimes, this was something that was foreign to you in your very early lifetimes because you were from where compassion was seen as a weakness. When someone has compassion or had compassion, it was taken advantage of. I think they might be talking about galactic lifetimes because this was really early. Until you lost power and someone showed you compassion. This was a turning point for you. Because up until that point, you've seen it as a weakness. But then you realize that when you are at the receiving end of compassion, it helps a lot especially for someone who has lost all hope, which you had in the past. Compassion was something that you did not learn the easy way, but it is something that you carry with you to this present lifetime from many, many lifetimes. So you might see it as a theme to be at the giving end of compassion in your current lifetime and see it as an opportunity to grow. You used to be at the receiving end of it, and now you're at the giving end of it. Oh my, you have grown. That's how they said it. Oh my, you have grown. So I hope that helps, Kim. And I'm not seeing Dr. Pamela Pinto. Let me know if she pops in. So I hope that helps, Kim. They didn't show me a particular lifetime, but they showed me like something flowing. Thank you, Iron Firehorse, for being here. And thank you, everyone, for being here. I will be back again on um, Thursday, your time. I will be joining Linda de Gonzalez on her weekly show, Wings of Insight. So I hope to see you there. It will be at 5 p.m. Eastern. I will be simulcasting the show here on this channel. So if you just popped in and subscribed, you will receive the notification. If you're not, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel to see the notification for that. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to close the records. I'm not seeing Dr. Pam right now. So let's take a deep centering breath, everyone. I would like to close by thanking the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to close by thanking the Akashic Records masters for their point of view. And I would like to close by thanking the divine source for all the knowledge and healing. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. Your energy stays with you, and my energy stays with me. So thank you, everyone. Again, I will be back on Thursday for Wings of Insight with Linda de Gonzalez. And then Friday, it's one of the people's most favorite shows. I hope. I will be with Diana Bowles. We will be doing Galactic Akashic Records readings or Starseed Akashic Records readings. So if you have any questions about your galactic past lifetimes, you can catch us there to get a chance to have a mini reading with me or Diana Bowles. So yeah. And then later on during the same day on Friday, I will be back with Linda Gonzalez and our favorite Funko, Gerald, Tarot Stash. We will be doing the fart show. We call it the fart show, but it's about releasing. It's going to be about release. So if it's something that you're interested in, please make sure to subscribe in the channel. And I hope to see you again soon. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you to all the mods who help keep this place a safe space. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and see you soon. Bye.